Unscripted.
You know, this generation has already been kind of a funny one. Like, we've had some interesting sort of things happen, and interesting things continue to happen, and some of these things are sort of unexplainable. You know, I'm not trying to say that there is some kind of ulterior motives or anything like that happening. Just the timing is a little bit weird, and so this is definitely something that I wanted to cover and talk about in terms of what's going on with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and some of the performance issues and things like that. I just do feel like this is one of the main reasons why this type of thing continues to happen, and you know, it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens in the future with stuff like this, because again, I feel like this is sort of one of those a little bit unacceptable things, in my opinion. Like, I don't understand how this kind of thing happens, but you know, I do think that you know, it's going to be very interesting to see what exactly happens in the long run with this. But I would love to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on this as well, because to me personally, it's going to be you know, very, very interesting to say the least, and I'm interested in hearing the comments and stuff like this. Again, I'm not 100% saying that this is a, you know, something that's call for the hills or put my tinfoil hat on or anything like that. I'm just saying this is one of those things that maybe bears a little bit of watching, and I wanted to get into it. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. And you know what? I really do think that you know, you guys don't understand how big a thing it is for you to simply like my videos. It really does go a long way in helping me out and means the world to me. Absolutely does. So thank you guys so much. I'm humbled. Any content creator will tell you the same. The like is the biggest thing. We put a lot of work into the videos, and just would be amazing to get some kind of you know, response from that. So thank you. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, everybody in between. You are amazing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Hopefully you're having a good time getting ready for, you know, the holidays and all that kind of good stuff. What a great time to be a gamer. Yes, forget all the negativity and all the bad stuff that's been happening. It's really a great time to just be a gamer and just kind of be happy and excited about all this stuff. So yeah, you know, I personally love it, and I want to get into this thing that's going on right now because it is a bit of a slap in the face. So as you guys might or might not be aware, the PlayStation 5 is actually, quote-unquote, punching above its weight when it comes to performance of games, multi-plat games and stuff like that. This is something that I've been covering for a little bit now. It's happening all the time, pretty much in pretty much every game. Now, with that being said, we also are sitting at a situation where, you know, that's probably going to be something that doesn't go over very well with Microsoft. Microsoft has obviously, and Phil Spencer has already commented on this, saying, you know what, we're going to look into this. We're going to, you know, fix the problems. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And so they're kind of going along and saying, well, you know, we're going to try our best to fix the problems and make sure that the issue doesn't really persist and stuff like that. I understand that, but at the same time, isn't it a little bit of a coincidence that a downgrade happens right after that because they're trying to get out there and possibly make an Xbox Series X version play a little bit better? No, I'm not saying 100% that I believe that that's what happened, and sometimes mistakes can be made, but it is, quite frankly, a downgrade on the PlayStation 5 version. It pretty much messed it up, and it has been confirmed by Digital Foundry, in case you didn't know. So yeah, this was very, very interesting. Again, why does this kind of stuff happen? I'm not exactly sure. The PlayStation 5 version was the superior version, and now it looks like it's still running better than the Xbox Series X version, but it's running much, much worse. So anyway, according to this, with Digital Foundry, they say the Valhalla patch doesn't even solve the Xbox Series X screen tear without dipping down to 30 frames per second mode. And then he decides to go back and play it with the screen tear at the 60 frames. He says, busy cities like to show no change for me. There's perhaps some improvement in the settlement. The detail room always made it flare up, though. It doesn't seem to work now. It's more noticeable when moving the camera in the memory corridor loading screen. And also, John Linneman from Digital Foundry also commented in response to somebody, which was, don't know, but you're right, they made the PS5 version worse. I would recommend not updating it. So again, but the problem is, I think if you don't update it, you can't unlock your trophies or whatever. I'm not really sure how that works with PlayStation, but wow. This is one of those things that's a little bit hard to believe. You're sitting there thinking to yourself, I wonder how this happened. How did this even come about? And now we just kind of have this idea that, they tried to update the versions and get the games to run better. And I understand that there's a pandemic going on and stuff like that. I'm sympathetic. And I'm not saying 100% that this is what happened. I'm just saying that for me personally, it does sound a little bit like, there is some kind of weird thing going on here. But, hopefully they get it fixed up before too long, because I don't want to see, everybody be able to get and experience this as best as they can. Like, if this is a game that somebody's been looking forward to, then why have they not been able to play the best version? I think really kind of hampers the entire situation. So I would absolutely love to see that come about, but until that point, like, man, at least fix the PlayStation 5 version. I don't understand why patching one would hamper the other the way that it has, but I hope that they do get around to fixing it and sort of doing what they can to get things sort of working in the right direction, because this is kind of a bogus situation where, you have the PlayStation 5, which was said to be the weaker console, the weakest console, and it was going to do this or that or the other thing, and now all of a sudden we're in a situation where everything is literally performing better, and plus they have exclusives, and it's like not a good situation for Microsoft. And I totally get that, right? I really understand it, and I get that that's a bad look for Microsoft, to say the least. And we're still sort of stuck in this kind of holding pattern where Microsoft is telling us to wait, which is basically all they do lately. So for me personally, you sit there and I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, this is a strange situation, because at the end of the day, Microsoft kind of did this to themselves with all the promises and the over-promising and under-delivering. When you're saying you have this beast of a machine, and Phil Spencer was claiming to be playing it last year, and it's impossible to go back to the other games now. I can't go back and play the other games now. It's impossible. This is like basically the things that he was saying, and it's funny to me because, at the same time, how could he been playing anything that was updated? Like, literally, I have one. I have tons of games, but I don't notice any real difference. I'm playing the new Call of Duty, and you can notice a difference there, but for the most part, like, you can't really notice any differences. And not only can you not notice any differences, it's so buggy to me that I can't even, I don't even know what quick resume is, because every time I go to resume a game, it takes literally 3 minutes from the time I click on it to load up. And that's not a good thing. And I'm not talking about 3 minutes, you click it and then it loads up right away. No, I'm talking about you just sit there at the dashboard for 3 minutes, then it'll go into something 3 minutes later, right? So it's not as and I haven't experienced quick resume at all. I don't know if it's because these games are constantly getting updated, but I believe once a game gets updated, you can't go back to where you were because it has to restart the game, which is kind of defeats the purpose of quick resume in the first place. So, it is a little bit odd to sort of see that kind of come about or whatever, but at the same time, man, if you're a PlayStation 5 owner or a PlayStation 5 fan and you're playing, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you just kind of got screwed over a little bit because of an update that actually makes the game perform worse on your platform right now. So yeah, it is a little bit, unnerving and uneasy to see that sort of happen, and I do hope that we get a fix sooner rather than later. But yeah, again, this is just kind of a bad news, and I hope that they get it fixed pretty quickly. So at the end of the day, I really do think that we will get something fixed and we will get something worked out. But at the same time, I'm not going to stress about it or whatever, just kind of out here delivering some of the information to y'all as soon as possible. And I hope that we continue to get, improvements and stuff like that, because this is kind of unacceptable to me. And I get what's going on. I understand it. But at the same time, it's just you sort of have to question what's going on. Just in general, because this isn't really normal. This doesn't normally happen where something goes to get updated one version and it drastically affects the other version for a different platform. A little bit strange, a little bit odd. I'm not saying that I believe that that's 100% the case. I'm not saying anybody was paid off. I'm not saying anything like that. It could just be a simple mistake. But what I am saying is that it sucks. Like if you're trying to play the game and you're not able to play it the way you want to, or it's playing worse, yeah, I mean, it does kind of suck, and I hope that they get it straightened out very quickly. So, you know, for me personally, I haven't even delved into the game yet. It just seems like we should buy games and then wait for the first few patches or something, because of the way these things aren't even exactly working. But I digress. And with that being said, I really do hope to you know, hear from you guys. If you guys want to hit me up on Twitter at _Crapgamer, PSN just Crapgamer, Xbox Live MOH space Crapgamer, and I respond to everybody. It might take a little bit longer these days, but you know, I really do respond to everybody that takes time out to message me. I'm not some kind of guy that doesn't appreciate the fans and stuff like that. So I really do hope that you guys continue to support the channel and stuff. So thank you guys very much for rocking out with me. Please stay safe, happy, and healthy. And I really want you guys to just enjoy gaming and stuff like that. Just to have a good time. Rack them up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Take it easy. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.